You are about to witness history in the making.
What, is that a burp?
Yeah.
Episode 198, SETI BIMCO. 2 episodes after today until the end of SETI BIMCO. I'm George O'Connor. This is my host, Tim Hamilton. He's going to make you turn off the podcast with one of his age-old questions. Tim, take it away.
Will. And you're George O'Connor.
I already said that, yes.
I forgot last week. Well, this week we're going to talk about a movie called Treaure of the Living Dead that George picked. 1982.
Yes.
5 years after Star Wars. What was the other title? Oasis of the Dead?
There's actually a few, yeah.
Okay. We'll get to it.
Yep, but let's hear this old age question, Tim.
About revenge.
Yep.
Did the flight attendant ever get revenge on the dog in seat 38B on her airplane, or his airplane, flight attendant?
That's a middle seat, Tim.
Yeah.
Yeah, just thought I'd mention that.
That dog was always trying to sneak up to the front of the airplane so he could steal cat poops from the fancy litter boxes in first class. Yeah. We've talked about this. If you have a dog and a cat, that dog loves the litter box.
Gross.
It's SETI BIMCO Part 2, The Revenge. The show where we create revenge sequels that nobody wanted.
I don't remember us talking about that aspect. I remember you talking about like how you know a dog that hit an enchilada that
yes.
like, got it. Yeah, that was a weird thing you did in the middle of an episode.
SETI BIMCO Part 2, The Revenge. Comedy
so
hour.
Close to the end, Tim. I could taste it.
So close to the end.
I could taste the end of this experiment.
You seem happy. I gotta take a break, but I'm gonna be sad.
You're not
sad.
Gonna be sad. You're not gonna be sad.
What happened? Well, what's happened in the past 2 weeks?
What has happened in the last 2 weeks?
I've canceled almost everything, so I'll just jump in here for pop culture. We watched Spider Noir. People know.
How is that?
Very odd. It's a show that several times we were like, do we have to finish this? But something happens. We're like, I guess we'll watch a little more of it.
And that's where Nicolas Cage plays like... Is he Peter Parker?
Oh, he's what's the other guy? Ben Riley.
Ben Riley?
Yes.
He's Ben Riley. Okay.
He kind of talks like Humphrey Bogart pretending to be Elvis Presley. That's.
I mean, I don't know if you know this because I don't know. Did you ever see the Spider-Verse movies, the cartoons?
I was in the theater with you, George. I was sitting right next to you.
Oh yes, you were holding my hand.
Yes.
Well, you remember that
touching your knee.
Nicolas Cage plays the same character in those movies.
I remember that. I do.
Yeah. So they're black and white, are they? The TV
you could
show?
choose. That's why I hated it too. Choose color of black and white.
I think we have talked about this, right? Because I'm like, what sort of idiot chooses color? Did you choose color, Tim?
No.
Okay. Oh, you did.
I just hated the choice. Black and white. Come on, I choose a black and white movie to watch on this, and you're like, no.
Yeah.
Women in black and white in the 50s.
No, I have a problem with the age of the movies, not the black and white of it. Like there's some movies like Dr. Strangelove. That's a great movie, black and white.
Mm-hmm.
I love that movie. But when you choose a black and white movie, it's always like filmed in some guy's garage for like $2 on like one of those crank up things. And it sucks. I feel like tonight's movie, a little bit of spoilers, felt like a real Tim Hamilton pick.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, it was real piece of shit. I'm jumping ahead of it.
This isn't spoilers, but the woman in Spider Noir, I did the whole show. I didn't realize this till Kevin Cablasto, sometimes host of this show, he pointed out her name is Felicia Hardy.
The Black Cat.
Yep.
I'm assuming that is the character, not the actress.
The character, but
okay, because that would be a weird coincidence. Yeah.
She doesn't have. Well, I shouldn't say anything. So anyway,
does she steal stuff?
I won't say.
Does she have bad luck powers?
I won't say. People may not have watched
it. The answer to both those things is yes. In case you're listening at home.
It turned into a horror show in some cases, but
really.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think if I've watched anything recently that was worth watching. I watched this show called Oasis of the Zombies, aka Treaure of the Living Dead, but that was not worth watching.
You're segueing already.
No,
what about our? If you have nothing to say, what?
Yeah,
happened to you before we talk about podcasts that replace Steady Bimco?
I don't know what happened to me, honestly, because I listened, you know, that we're in the bi-weekly schedule. We're only like 1 week ahead. So I listened yesterday to the last one. That was just as I'd gotten back from Heroes Con. I feel like I haven't done anything since then. Oh,
True.
I know. We took our friend Chris, who doesn't listen to the show, out for lunch.
We did. Oh, that's right.
It was his birthday, yeah. He was being real cagey about it, if I do say so. And we could say this because he won't listen. Like in our little
About
friend
his
group.
birthday?
Yeah, I thought he was trying to be like kind of low key about it, the way you always try to do. There's out of the four of us, there's the four main people. There's me and Tim, there's Foofy, and there's Chris who doesn't listen to the show. And I would say Foofy and I are pretty open about our birthdays and like to go out and celebrate it. And Tim is always desperately hoping we won't remember his birthday. And I feel like Chris is the same way. So I think he was just kind of like, And like, you know, I brought up a couple of days before. I'm like, hey, what do we do for your birthday? He's like, I guess we go to lunch. That's all we did. That's all we did. We took him out to lunch. Yep.
Well, he was worried. He has children and they're just out of school. So he's probably dreading the kids are going to be with me all day. What are we going to do? Or send them to camp.
It's a rough time in the city.
And it's
although,
hot.
you know, like, I don't know about you. And anyway, Tim, we live in, for those of you who don't know, Tim and I both live in Brooklyn, part of New York City.
It's 100 degrees.
It's very hot right now. It's disgusting outside. But during the school year, you just don't want to be out and about in the world around 3 when all the students get out.
Oh, yeah.
Because like all the public transportation gets swamped with feral children. So
Beat
at
you up.
least in the summer, like
Steal
there's
my
not like this
lunch.
period I have to avoid. I'm like, ugh.
Yes, I live down
Now
the
it's
street
just they're
from
always out.
a very popular school, and it's in my head to like get to the other side of the street from the street that the school is on. Just all, you know, if I come home in the afternoon,
Because the kids will beat you up.
They flood the sidewalk too, and they beat me up.
Do you remember
Steal
years
my lunch.
ago in our comic studio? You were in one room, I was the one next door, and my old podcast co-host Riley Brown got chased by a bunch of feral school children one
I
time.
remember that.
Yeah.
That.
So,
Wow.
and he went
What
on
a
to have
memory.
children of his own. See, that happens to me. I'm like, that's the end of the line. No kids.
Why did they chase him? Do we remember this?
They wanted to
no
beat
reason?
him up, I think. He was carrying his portfolio. They're like, hey, Art Boy, what's in your portfolio? He's like, leave me alone, guys.
Wow.
I hope he's listening to this and being really impressed with the way I did his impression.
Oh, I don't want to make this too long, but
Already is, Tim.
I was going to tell you.
Yep.
I was on a
Drunken Bender.
Sorry, suddenly something furry touched me, and my dog is not usually here. There must be some fireworks outside.
I'm glad it's your dog and not like, I don't know what, something.
If you want to check it out, I was a guest on Cartoon Stock Caption Contest, which is a podcast, and it's on YouTube. It's run by Treaure Hoy and Bob Mankoff, the former...
You've been on that before, haven't you?
No, my first time.
This is a kind of fancy New Yorker podcast, right?
Well, Cartoon Stock is a place you can go buy cartoons. All of us New Yorker cartoonists give our cartoons to them after we don't sell them, or we do sell them because they're ours to do with what we want, and people buy them for magazines, calendars. It's run by Bob Mankoff, who used to be cartoon editor of the New Yorker.
Yeah.
So basically, I gave them a cartoon that I didn't sell. I took away the caption, and people from all over the world and internet can send in a caption, and you win a cash prize. We picked the best one.
Which one was it?
Oh man,
I know this is a visual medium.
You got to go.
No.
Oh, you got to go watch it.
Go to Steady Bimco on our socials, and maybe you'll post a link to it, right, Tim? Hint, hint.
Yes.
Yes.
Doodle liked me on your old show. Follow me here. Go follow me to Cartoon Stock Caption Contest.
For those of you wondering, Doodle is a reference to the gentleman who I met at the recent Heroes Con, who is a fan of both my podcasts.
So there. It was about two fish. You'd like this. There's two fish at a bar. That's the joke. And there's a bartender looking at them. He's holding a phone. And somebody wrote a caption about the fish saying, "Found us again. It's like my wife has sonar." And we're all like, fish don't have sonar. Dolphins, whales.
Yeah. I wouldn't have chosen that one.
We didn't choose it. We belittled that person. Sorry.
Oh, okay, good. Was your original caption,
Humorously.
was it something like Hitler, Hitler, Hitler?
Yeah.
I've seen your ones that you don't sell, and it's normally because you bring up the villain of the 20th century.
I like to make fun of the guy. He's not nice. Okay. There.
All right. There. Speaking of Hitler, how's that for a segue for tonight's movie?
But you forgot one thing. What about if once this is canceled, George, I have ideas for a new podcast.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
If you didn't think of any, that's fine.
I do. I have one.
Oh.
I thought we did it. I forgot your story was going on so long.
So I thought, what about a new podcast? Let's see. Did I give it a name? No, I didn't give it a name.
This is good listening, folks.
Oh, no. It's called John Wayne Who. So we come on the show. We talk about a John Wayne.
We don't know if it's John Wayne, the cowboy actor, or John Wayne Gacy, the serial killer.
No, it could be John Wayne Bobbitt. Remember him?
His name was John Wayne Bobbitt, was it? Wait, was it really?
Or yes, it was. Or John Wayne Gacy. And
Wow.
we're like, John Wayne who? An actor? George, you're saying there's an actor named John Wayne?
Yeah.
Or John Wayne Leibowitz, a rabbi in East New York, famous for his crispy latkes. And he would dress as a clown and entertain children.
I don't know if this is true, folks. All right.
We talk about these two without saying who they are, and people call in at the end and guess which John Wayne we're talking about. And this is canceled after one episode because no one called.
The only clue is, nobody's going to call in anyway. And normally the clue is, did it involve someone's penis being cut off?
Oh, well,
actually, that could probably go either or, right? It could be John Wayne Gacy or John Wayne Bobbitt.
Well, when John Wayne Leibowitz, he left him out, the rabbi, he sometimes dresses as a clown and sticks his penis in a fan to entertain kids.
Also, he's a mohel, right? And he performs brisses, so he cuts penises off. Right? Yeah.
Sure.
All right,
So
I'm going to
let's
do
hear
mine really
yours,
quickly.
George.
All right, so Tim, I remember mentioning this to you before. People who listen to the show know that you mention Star Wars all the time, right?
Sometimes. Once an
every
episode.
fucking episode, yeah. Have you ever heard of the podcast Star Wars Minute?
It's called a bit. No. Oh, yeah, they talked about 1 minute of Star Wars until they got through the whole movie.
I'm suggesting a very similar thing for you to do, where instead of the Star Wars Minute, it's the Treaure Minute.
I knew you were going to say that.
And
that's not even a minute long.
Well, then you only have one episode.
I think isn't it like 30 seconds long?
For the sequel, you could do the Patterson-Gimlin Minute. That's 90 seconds long, so you get 2 episodes out of that one.
What's it called? The Patterson Seconds? I mean, Zapruder Seconds?
I was going to say the Treaure Minute.
Okay. Well, I think it's only 30 seconds.
Well, Treaure Half Minute.
Okay.
All right.
It's time to end this bit. That's the last.
Let's end this bit. And
that's the last installment.
But yes.
Which reminds me, I saw a good show that came out 5 years ago.
Tell us about, I'm going to run and pee real quick.
11/22/63.
Oh.
Stephen King wrote it.
Stephen King. Yeah.
Did you already watch it?
No, I have not.
Okay, go pee and I'll cut this all out.
All right.
My God.
Ow.
Don't you have
I knocked my glasses off.
Don't you have a bucket right there?
I was like, let's see what a fatal error is. I ran away and had to pee in the middle of it. But in my defense, I was finding myself already like, this is uncomfortable at the beginning. Like
Wow.
I'm drinking water. It's this hot weather, Tim. It's got me messed up. All right. Oh, let me go close my door real quick. Yeah, go on.
Speaking 11/22/63, I thought was okay. Although it was on 5 years ago, so spoilers, turn this off for a few seconds. It had the ending, which I was like, you're going to do something different, right? He prevents JFK from being... Oh, have you seen it?
No.
Oh, well, I won't spoil it for you. It's a good show.
You probably should spoil it for anybody. It's 5 years isn't that long.
All right. Speaking of spoilers, speaking of Zapruder people who smoke cigarettes, in the 60s when JFK was shot, like everybody smoked. Everybody's smoking. They wear a hat and a suit and they smoked. That's
Don't know
how
where this is going. Don't know where this is going at all.
The French movie, Oasis of the Zombies.
You believe in zombies?
I'll believe it when I see it.
Or what's the other title? It was filmed by.
I'll read it.
It's French.
So-
it's French.
It's French-Spanish, actually.
Okay.
Spanish Oasis
smoke
of
too.
the Zombies, a.k.a. Treasure of the Living Dead. The French title was L'Abîme des Morts Vivants, which it means literally Abyss of the Living Dead. It's a 1982 French horror film written and directed by Jesus Franco. And the second version, titled La Tumba de los Muertos Vivientes, Grave of the Living Dead, was released the following year in Spain, for which alternate footage was shot.
Ah,
I think we saw that version, Tim.
you think so?
Yeah, because I read a description of what stuff was in it, and there was like, it described a naked woman being eaten and there being graphic violence being added to the Spanish version. I'm like, well, that seemed to have happened in what we saw.
I read.
Here's
you probably. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah?
Read a
Go on.
synopsis before we talk about the film.
Here's my synopsis I got. A young man goes after the fortune seekers who killed his father in search of Nazi gold buried in the Libyan desert and discovers that it is still guarded by zombified Afrika Korps soldiers.
Now, were these soldiers? Here's how messed up this movie was with plot-wise, because my significant other asked me what kind of movie we watched. And first
good
I'm
question.
like, zombies of the Lost Oasis, because they fought in the desert in World War II. And she goes, were they Nazis? And I said, there were swastikas, but I'm not sure if they were zombies.
Yeah, they were Nazis.
I mean,
They were the-
Nazis.
Nazis fighting the Brits.
Yeah.
And
And I also
yeah.
read that they were asked to recite their dialogue in English, even though they didn't speak English.
Oh, interesting. Really?
This was a problem for French actor Henry Lambert, who had no command of the language whatsoever, but soldiered on with professionalism. I'm not sure which actor that was. Henry Lambert.
I bet you his name is Henri Lambert,
Henry Lambert.
given that he's French.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
They named him after the cheese.
Camembert?
I just wanted to say, you know, the top song was in 1982 when this came out?
Flashdance.
Eye of the Tiger by Survivor. They list Knight Rider as one of the top TV shows. I don't think that was ever a top show, was it? Was it that popular?
I feel like that was pretty popular.
Okay. I was the prime audience, and I was like, this show is kind of stupid.
I know I've mentioned this very podcast, but the reason I stopped watching it.
Yeah, I don't remember.
If I told you, okay.
No.
So I was really excited. You know, I'm a little kid. I'm like, you know, I was super the right age to see it. I've already talked extensively in this podcast about how I kind of missed the boat on Dukes of Hazzard. I'm like, I'm not going to pass up seeing another hot car show. So this one, I get in the ground floor. I'm like, yes, the car talks. I get it. Michael Knight, all that stuff. And I would watch it whatever day it was on. And this one particular episode I'm watching, and it was a show I'd watch by myself. But my
Because no one
dad
else would
kind of
watch it, right?
Yeah, exactly. My dad wanders in the room. He watches the last 5 minutes. And it's, you know, Michael Knight has helped whoever he's helping, and he's talking to them. And then, you know, he says something, and Kit makes a joke. Kit, the talking car. They cut to Kit in the parking lot, and then they cut back to Michael in the person, and Michael just waves at him. And then it freeze frames and him waving to Kit. And my dad's like, hey, look at me, I'm an asshole, waving up my car. And just the moment of my dad saying that in that voice and seeing like
Yes.
this Rose Freeze, David Hasselhoff, it killed the show for me. I'm like, oh, this show is really bad.
Yes.
I can't
Why would
watch
he wave
this
at his car? Did Kit make a Hitler joke? Maybe that would have made it better.
There's going to be enough Hitler for you to go around this episode. You can bring it in now.
Not mention it at all this episode.
I will mention this. This is kind of weird. Like, so I was reading about this movie we're going to talk about, which I don't have a lot to say about. So I guess neither do you. I think we're talking so much up front.
We're already talking about it.
This was this movie was meant to expand on the concept of another film I've seen already called Zombie Lake. Have you ever seen this one?
No.
I feel like Zombie Lake, if I remember correctly, it's like Sweden or Norway. Like during the war, they killed a bunch of Nazis in this little town and threw them into a lake, and then they come back as zombies. That came out the year before, and the guy who directed this movie was supposed to direct Zombie Lake, and he didn't for some reason. So like they were like that movie was a hit. So like let's do more zombies coming back.
Zombie Lake was a hit.
I mean,
wow. Wasn't there another one, Shockwaves, where zombies come out of the water?
I was gonna mention there's Shockwaves. There's Dead Snow, where the zombie Nazis come out of the snow. There's Night of the There's like a whole subgenre of like fucking weird Nazi zombie movies.
Nice.
Maybe that's what we should do as our follow-up podcast. Just watch zombie Nazi films.
Yes. Yes, and.
All right. Yes, and Tim. Okay.
This film starts with two ladies.
This film.
Okay, you can start it. It's your film.
You
can run it.
You go. You start it, please.
But it's your film. Two ladies.
Right.
They go to the desert in a Jeep because this is a fun thing for two young girls to do.
And I want to stress to everybody, these ladies are not... We're told that this is 13 hours from anywhere. So we're supposed to be... This is really in the middle of the desert somewhere.
Where did you see that?
They mention it repeatedly.
Okay. Okay.
So these women are just wearing Daisy Dukes.
Young ladies.
They don't seem to have water. They're young ladies. They're young, pretty ladies with some of the worst dubbing I've ever seen in my life.
Yes.
So whatever Tim said,
Yolanda.
Actually, you know what? I would bet, if I had to guess, this is probably part of the 20 minutes of extra footage that was added on Spain.
Okay,
I don't think these ladies were. I don't think these ladies were doing any sort of dubbing. Like it was just terrible.
They did nothing for the plot except let us know there's zombies.
Kind of. They didn't really show the zombies. Remember?
Nope.
So they pull over and they're like walking near these trees, which I guess is the Oasis.
Well, Yolanda says it's a biblical site. I'm like, why?
Is Yolanda one of the girls? What are their names?
Yep. I only wrote Yolanda.
Okay.
She's like, come on, it's a biblical site. And then she's like, look, it's a gun. Let's pull it out. And the other girl is like, I hear something.
There's a bunch of like palm fronds on the ground that like have a big swastika sticking out. It's like all this old Nazi war machinery and stuff. And then they're just kind of sitting there. Yeah, we see some skulls laying around. They're like looking through the pond leaves. And we hear a noise that like... zombies, right? Let's talk about them. They don't breathe. Why do they moan, right?
Right.
These don't even moan. These make fucking little pig noises.
Yeah, it was very odd.
We just see something like moving around the bushes going like, goink. I'm like, what the fuck? And then one of the girls, like some hands shoot up from the sand and grab her. And the hands are not particularly decrepit. They're just skinny, just a skinny person's hands. And she... In this movie, a repeated theme you will see when zombie attacks you, doesn't matter how old, decrepit, or just obviously a skull on a stick that they're holding near your face. Once a zombie's near you, you lose the ability to fight back. This thing's grab her hand, and she just screams and goes, ah! The other girl does run, and they do like the shittiest version of the Sam Raimi cam, where like something follows her, we never see what it is.
Yes.
And then that's the end of those girls.
I would like to point out that before they got killed, when they're walking and talking, I don't know if you noticed, we had like 5 minutes of just their butts. Did you not notice that? It
was a lot of butts. It was
while they talked, the camera was on their butts.
Were they a couple too? They were holding hands. I couldn't decide, but it was like
it's very French.
Tim is not exaggerating.
Bonjour.
It's many minutes, or very Spanish, as I think it was.
Yes.
Bonsoir.
It was just like a long extended shot of these girls' butts in Daisy Dukes as they walk holding hands into what I will say is quote unquote an oasis. Just looks like the woods. I mean, maybe that's what oases really look like. I don't know.
Yep. Then credits.
Yep. Did you write anything about the credits?
No, they were unremarkable, George.
Yep.
I didn't mark down the font.
Only thing I remember is I'm pretty sure that the credits said Oasis of the Living Dead.
Yep,
and the setting on Tubi said Treasure of the Living Dead. An Oasis of Zombies or whatever it is. Whatever.
Make up your mind.
This is such a thing with... Have you noticed how many movies we watch on Tubi that have like two different titles?
Oh, yeah.
Because they make the biggest turd in the world. It makes $3 at the box office. They're like, what if we polish this turd by giving it a different name? Nah, still it never works.
Hudsucker Proxy. They need a new name for that movie before I will watch it.
You've never watched Hudsucker Proxy?
Nope. Or I Heart Huckabees. Not watching that. Needs a new title. I told you about this before. I'm not watching
I remember you. But the Hudsucker Proxy one, that's interesting.
Is it good?
What? Yeah, it's very good.
Okay, I'll watch it.
What could we call it? I mean, Hudsucker Proxy is like Tim Robbins, Jennifer Jason Leigh, Bruce Campbell in a weird. It's about a guy who makes cars.
He never sells. He gets put out of business. I think I remember this. It's a true story.
Is it?
It's the car with the toilet seat grill, and everybody's like, I don't like that car. Looks like a toilet
I think you're talking
seat.
about a Simpsons episode.
No, this is true. There was a car with a toilet seat.
Like literally a toilet seat?
It was
Like
shaped
you could
like
shit
it.
while you're driving? Oh, okay.
It had a bidet on it. And like, we don't want this car.
I would drive in a bidet car. Think how soothing that would be.
No, but it squirts out the front. It's on the grill.
Oh,
It cleans cars in front of it.
Excusez-moi, monsieur.
Anyway,
all right. Anyway, my notes are pretty spotty for this. So next
George is
thing I
not
have,
gonna-
it's
yes, and my bidets.
well,
What's the next thing? I have a man and a woman in a Jeep. The lady smokes because she is French. That's what I wrote.
Bonjour.
The man is Kurt. Oh, it's Kurt. 'Cause
Kurt. Kurt. The I guess he's German.
This threw me because, first of all, this movie's 82, and it's so old to us. And he's a soldier from World War II. And I'm like, you are? You're so young.
Yeah.
World War II?
It's crazy though. That's only like
Yeah.
it's only 30 years away from World War II,
Yep.
and we're only 30 years away from the 80s, right? No, we're more. Oh, we're
Yeah,
probably further
we're
away.
more.
Oh,
We're further away. He goes to a house, tells his lady friend to stay in the Jeep, and he talks to an older friend whose name, who's in the war with him. I forget his
Yep.
name.
Did I write it down?
It doesn't
just called
matter
him-
because they talk about a map and some
Yep.
gold they're going to find. It's worth $6 million, George, back then.
Yep. You want to play the music?
Did you? Okay.
George's current currency Kerner. Yeah. Play the. It's been a long time since he's had a George's current currency Kerner, Tim.
The band still knows
Tim-
how to play it.
Tim, this movie was filmed in 1981, which is what I used as the date for this.
Okay.
So $6 million in 1981. What is the spending power of that today?
I bet you could pay for the Trump d'Arch with it now. $10 million.
No, too
Maybe
low,
10.
Tim.
Too low. I figured too
You
low.
wanna-
Maybe
yeah.
twice as much. 12
That's closer.
million. 12 million.
I like the. Oh, I thought you were saying twice as much. Twice
Oh.
10 million is. I'm like, no. It's $23,111,931.03.
Oh, right down to 3 cents.
Right down to 3 cents. You don't want to forget those 3 cents. You don't leave that on the table, Tim. That's rich people would never give up the money. That's how
Nope.
they're rich. Yep.
Well, pennies don't exist anymore.
Yeah, that's especially now. They're worth more than that, probably. Probably round it up to a nickel. Yeah, so they're arguing about this gold that was there, and then suddenly Kurt like grabs a needle and stabs the dude in the hand, and he dies like immediately.
Immediately. He's about to punch him, but he just freezes.
Yep. He grabs him like he's going to punch him, and he just freezes and
He
dies.
freezes like
And then
Mitch McConnell. That's if you want to picture it. Who right now, we don't know if he's alive or not. So I'm just saying at
well,
this moment.
we know he's
Frozen.
dead. His brain's dead.
We don't know.
Yeah. His brain's dead. They're gonna prop that guy up on a stick, so they don't have to like have any special elections or anything.
Well, he can't vote.
No. So Kurt grabs the map and runs out, and the girl's like, "Why are we running? What did you do?" And he doesn't say, like, "I stabbed the guy and murdered him." And they race off.
Now they show Big Ben. We're in England.
Yes.
And these French students are in school.
Bonjour.
Yes.
Pardon. Excusez-moi, madame.
I just realized they're in England. There's just one shot of Big Ben. Because I,
remember
make
that.
fun of these
Okay.
students for being French the rest of my rest of
Isn't
my
that
notes.
funny? Because I was reading a plot synopsis, and they're like, "Then we're somewhere. I think Spain." So it's just nobody knows where the scene takes place, I guess.
Merci.
But we meet the son of the man who was just killed, Robert.
Robert. He gets a letter.
Yep, he gets a letter. And what does the letter say? Did you write it down?
Just that his father was dead. Did it say more
Yeah.
than that?
Doesn't it have
'Cause-
some possessions in it? Or
I
is
just
that
wrote
later?
down that his friends were like, "Oh dear, I know you loved your father. Okay, see you later." That was the dubbing.
Oh, no, it is. He has his diary, his father's diary, and he's reading that.
What a place for a list that I didn't do. I missed that.
So this list takes us into a flashback.
This
Now,
list?
I just want to stress to this list, this not Oasis.
Diary.
What's the
Diary
Wow.
entries.
I'm gonna say every noun I've uttered. So I just want to mention this point. At this point in the film, I was already bored stupid.
Yeah.
Like this was already so dull. And if you have not watched this movie, this thing was giving me such strong Manos Hands of Fate vibes.
Oh, wow.
Like it felt like that to me. Like the really atrocious dubbing, the perplexing camera work, just people with weird mustaches.
Right.
I didn't know what to make of this film. So I was already like, I kind of like was only half paying attention because I just couldn't.
Well, I paid attention.
Like, what is happening all of a sudden? Because now we're in the war and we're seeing Robert's
flashbacks.
father. Should we give him a name?
I forget what his father's name was.
I know. I somehow didn't write it down.
I read that
I
they
just called him the
used
captain.
stock footage from a war movie for this. That's what you're watching.
It's because I was also like, we haven't seen the zombies yet at this point. We've seen some bad dubbing, but there was like, this is like some World War II stuff with like actual tanks and armored vehicles and like
another movie.
Period accurate weapons. It's another movie called, it's a 1971 Italian movie called Heroes Without Glory.
Nice.
So we're watching this. I'm like, oh, look at this movie having a budget. Yeah, this is a movie that wasn't made for 3 nickels. But basically, it's the Africa Corps fighting the British soldiers at this Oasis, which looks very different than the one we saw in the beginning, which realizing after the fact it was from another movie makes a lot of sense. This looks like an Oasis. And everyone dies except for Robert's dad, who is the captain of the troops.
Yes.
And he kind of wanders off into the desert, like dazed and confused. And then he gets found by a sheikh and the sheikh's daughter.
Is it Sheik or Shake?
I don't know, actually.
Okay.
You know, I always said sheik, but then I've heard people say shake. But maybe they were talking about the frozen dairy treat.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
The frozen dairy treat, a shake? Oh, Shake, yes.
Tim.
My mind just went to some, ice cream sandwich or something. The Rocky Road cone, those are good.
Is this a list?
No, just saying those Rocky Road cones.
Tim, make a list right now. Top 10 flavors of ice cream you like.
Pre-made.
What's your top 5 ice cream flavors?
I don't eat it anymore, but it used to be Chunky Monkey. Because I was just this is full of a lot of bad stuff. I better not eat this anymore.
All right. Okay, what else?
And also green tea with white chocolate chips. Green tea ice cream.
What else?
Have you ever had that? I thought you were going to be all grossed out.
No,
that's those are favorites.
I really don't eat ice cream. I'm a gelato.
Oh, that's
guy.
right. You get
mango
headaches
sorbet.
from the.
Yeah. I love mango sorbet. That's what I normally eat.
When I was a kid, it was ice cream sandwich. That was my favorite. The ones that you just buy at the.
I didn't like those because like the cookie would always stick to my fingers.
Oh yeah, you licked it off, George.
No, disgusting.
Licked it off.
What am I, a dog? All right. So the captain guy, the dad, is nursed back to health by the daughter,
who stares at him lovingly.
The sheik's like, I think he's well enough now. You don't have to keep staring at him, Aisha. And she's like, ooh. And her name is Aisha. I wrote that down.
Yep. I remember.
And eventually he gets better, and he's wandering into the desert with Aisha, and he's wearing a pretty silly white gown. And Aisha takes her clothes off, and we see her naked. I'm like, oh, it's gonna be one of those movies. And they consummate their love in the desert, and then he comes back home, and he's speaking to the sheik, or
it's a long shot,
perhaps. Yeah, it's a long shot when we see them have sex. But
I'm thinking they're pretty strict. This guy's pretty easygoing about his daughter hanging out with a guy alone.
I mean, he's a captain in the British Army.
No,
I kind of got the impression
I thought the sheik would be pretty strict. You're not going to hang out with my daughter alone. I don't know how.
I think he knew exactly what's going on. I think the sheik didn't really have a kingdom, right?
I guess not.
They called him a sheik, but it was like it was like him and his daughter and like 2 guys in an oasis. I think it was just a weird family.
Well, that means he'd want his daughter to marry someone worthwhile. This guy,
the captain. But the captain's like, I want to go back to my men. He's like, all your men are dead. He's like, well, let me go see him. And the sheik's like, don't go back there. It's haunted.
Okay.
And the captain's like, out of respect for you and your beliefs, I won't. But I am going to go back to the army. And he fights for 2 more years. And after the war ends, he comes back and he goes, and the sheik is now sleeping underneath a palm tree. And he's like, where's your daughter? It's like, she died giving birth to your kid.
I thought he'd kill him for that. This sheik's like, whatever.
The sheik was a broken man.
Okay.
And
that's how boring this movie is. I was like, well, what are you going to do about it? And he's like, eh.
And if this sounds like it's a really long flashback, it is. Yes.
It is.
The movie is utterly derailed for 20 minutes of this shit. And although I would swear, Tim, we never see the baby, and we never even see them talking about dialogue about the baby, because I think this is all inserts or something.
Well, they bring you up to speed later. Did you not pay attention?
I guess I didn't. I know he adopts the kid.
Well, his kid is Robert, our kid in school.
Yeah, the kid who finds his shit.
He took him off to the city, pretended to adopt him, so it was his, I guess, to save. I don't know why that, but that's the kid.
I don't know. This is back. Like, I don't know why that intrigue. Why not just say like, hey kid, I'm your actual father, like, you know, genetically, and your mother died. Why am I gonna just stupid anyway?
Because he's racist, maybe.
Maybe, yeah.
But his son Robert and his friends are back at school.
Yep.
And also, this is ridiculous. They're like, $6 million, we'll go and help you, even though exams are happening. I'm going to fail anyway. Let's go with you. I want to go with you.
And did you write down any of the names of the kids? Because I sure didn't. All right, I'll describe them, all right?
There's a girl.
There's a nerdy guy. There's a girl who is kind of his girlfriend, I guess, Robert's. And then there's a young guy who kind of looks like a young Mick Jagger. That's all I got for all of them. So they decide they're going to go search for gold and, drop out of school.
Yeah, French.
Say bonjour.
Or the French or Italian. I never thought they were French. That was Tim's thing.
Bonsoir.
Here's my first list, Tim.
Oh, you got a list already? You beat me to it.
Yeah, I did. I can't believe it.
I was writing a list of why Aisha was staring at him, but then 5 minutes later, oh, she's in love with him, I see.
Well, of course she was, Tim. All right. This is a list of things more fun than Treasure of the Living Dead, a.k.a. Oasis of the Dead.
All
right. This is things more fun. All right. 1, finding treasure.
Well, of course.
2, living.
Yes.
3, dying. And now here's a list, my second list, Tim.
Right.
Things less fun than Treasure of the Living Dead, a.k.a. Oasis of the Dead. Number 1, this is things less fun. Okay.
Less fun.
Number 1, seeing Oasis in concert.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's all I got.
That's it. Watching those brothers fight.
The humor is that dying is better than seeing Oasis in concert.
Gotcha.
Okay. All right. So after the college kids all decide they're going to go into like Africa and like find this treasure at some oasis, we rejoin with Kurt, the guy who murdered his father, and his group, who was the lady and like 2 other randos. Yeah, and they're trying to find the oasis, and they get to the oasis and they're setting up camp. And like there's this whole long sequence with 2 guys.
But they're 2 young guys.
Just talking. Like,
and the one guy talks like an 80-year-old. Did you notice that?
Yeah, because they got they had a talent pool to dub this of like 4 guys. And one of them was an 80-year-old guy. And he's like, well, yeah.
He was like 18, though.
I was like, crap. I know.
You know
they got the youngest looking guy. Cigarettes, Tim? Cigarettes?
You know why he sounded like an 80-year-old guy?
Cigarettes.
No, because he went to school to become a coal miner before dropping out and going to school to become a chain smoker.
Not a prospector. Okay. All right.
No. He used to be in a sideshow where he swallowed.
It's a list.
Yeah, it's a list. All right. He used to be in a sideshow where he swallowed movie reviews written by dogs because they were rough. Those movie reviews were rough on his throat.
That sucks.
And he was just doing his old lady Lucille Ball impersonation. He was always practicing it.
That's funny for people who know that.
Who's old, yeah. Near the end of her, later in life, Lucille, she smoked a lot of cigarettes and she talked like it.
Oh, that wasn't even a character she played. That was just the way she sounded?
That's the way she sounded.
So let me just get this straight. Your go-to person to illustrate an old lady is Lucille Ball, who I'm pretty sure died in 1960-something.
No, she died in 1989, I think.
No, that's not true, is it?
Or 88 or 90.
I'm looking this up.
Somewhere.
Let's
you
see.
Look it up.
If
but
you
she
know
smoked,
when, how does she?
And she sounded like a smoker. Which year was it, George?
89.
Gotcha. Told you.
Yep.
You know, in her last TV
Still.
show she did aired
89.
1985. Fucking 5. She did a sitcom as an old lady.
What was it called?
I forget. Death with
Tim,
Lucy.
how does it feel to have been the youngest person in the world to ever watch a Lucille Ball show?
I
at
was
that
the
point?
only
Like,
one that watched her show in 1985.
You were the only person under the age of 80. Like little Tim in 89. Were you still sporting a bowl cut at that point?
Yes.
Clapping your flanges together in front of you going, "Wee, Lucille Ball." I hope
watched-
her and Ernie Kovacs hook up.
I watched that to see if she was going to live through it.
And did she?
Anyway.
Yes, I guess so.
She lived. They just put her in a chair and said, you lay here and be funny.
I don't even know if this is true.
It was true. She did a show in 1985. I think it was called Life with Lucy. She had a family of young people. So that they did all the physical stuff. Look it up,
Was
people.
she the same? No. Was she the same character that she was in the I Love Lucy? Like it's just her as an old lady?
Yeah, she's a wacky lady.
No,
like,
was she
I'll
the
fix-
same? Was it like Was it like a sequel series where it's like?
No, I don't think. No.
Okay.
No.
All right, so
Nope.
now we're talking about. Let's talk about something relevant to this
Let's
movie.
stop talking about Lucy. I love talking about Lucy.
Yeah.
What else do you want to
Yeah.
know about Lucy?
Nothing.
You know who else
I
did
never-
this as old people?
All right,
The
go
Marx
now.
Brothers. When they got too old to perform, they did a TV show, pilot, where they would possess young people and the young people would do their bits because they were angels. I just wanted to say that.
Is that real?
Come on. Yes, that's real. It didn't make it to air because Chico was dying of drinking too much. Okay. So Kurt's in the desert. Those two young guys, one guy's like, come on, let's walk around. And he's like, I don't know if we should walk around an Oasis at night. He goes, come on, you scared? No, he's like,
Wait, so it's
come
not.
on, you
It's
scared?
not. It's not night though, is it?
They said it was night. No, it was daytime the whole time.
I'm not. I remember it being broad daylight. That's funny.
Yes.
Okay. All right. That's awesome.
And those two young kids get killed by zombies. You know,
Yep.
they walk right
And then
into them.
we-
They don't run away.
Yeah. Yeah. They just die. Now this part was a little confusing to me because they die like a couple feet away from camp, and then Kurt and the girl whose name I didn't bother remembering. They're in camp, and
He just starts taking
Zombies
his clothes
come up.
off. He goes, we're going to bed. We need sleep. Come on.
yeah,
Remember?
yeah. That's when the boys go walking off. When the zombies come back, are they the boys?
No, I don't think they become zombies. It's always the
'Cause let me
same
just
zombies.
say,
It's always the
man,
same zombies. One's
Let's
got
talk about
googly
how
eyes.
shitty these zombies are.
Yeah. Googly eye
This-
zombie.
Is some bad fucking makeup.
One guy had
There's a
worms.
couple
That was
tricks.
okay.
Yeah, they put live worms in like some guy. It looks like they're just gluing. I don't think they're using rubber. It looks like they're gluing paper mache to their face. Like there's one zombie you keep seeing who's definitely just his entire face is paper mache and he's got little pinpricks you can look through.
Yes.
They definitely got their hands on some like glass eyes.
Yeah.
Because you see a couple zombies who like just have like Tim saying googly eyes.
Mm-hmm.
The one zombie that kills the kid who sounds like he's like 80 years old, he is literally just a skull
Right. They're
on
just
a
holding up
stick
a skull.
that
Yes.
they stuck a eye into. And I'm like, it took me a while. I'm like, oh, that's supposed to be attacking him.
Yes.
Yeah.
I noticed it was a head on a stick.
So a bunch of zombies come and they don't look like
Mitch
Nazis.
Head
They
on a
look like
stick.
Mitch O'Connell. They look young though, so I thought maybe it was the kids who just got getting killed and the special effects are so bad I couldn't tell.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, they swarm the lady and kind of upsettingly pull her clothes off, and definitely one sucking her boob.
Well, George, they grab her, and they're attacking her, and the camera goes away to somebody else. But then when they come back, her clothes are just gone. It's
Yeah.
like she's
Yeah,
completely naked. They ate her clothes or something.
And then they pull out like I guess they went to the butcher and got like a set of intestines and
Right.
stomach and stuff. They just pull that out, and you're like, oh, she's dead. And then one of them, another zombie, bites Kurt in the Jeep, and we get a long close up of his weird teeth as he yells,
Yes.
and then he throws the zombie away and he rides off in the Jeep, leaving everyone else to die.
Yes. He doesn't really care about his wife or girlfriend or whoever she is.
Whoever she is, I assume daughter. Who knows?
Yeah, really?
I don't know.
Same
After
time.
Massacre at Dinosaur Island, or whatever the fuck that was. previous Massacre at Dinosaur Valley, previous Eddie Bimco.
Kurt wrecks his Jeep and he just walks off into the. I started to write pale moonlight and then I saw, it's daytime. Then there's long, boring shots of our students. They're shopping in the Middle East. They're like going through the market. There's a
this is almost like shaky real hand camera footage too. It's interesting. Like it's jittery. And at this point, I was like, "What am I watching?"
One kid wears a fez.
Yeah, upsetting. The nerdy guy. He's wearing a fez.
Well, maybe he was of Middle Eastern descent.
Bonjour.
Maybe.
What does
he
a
could
fez
have been,
mean?
actually.
When you say upset, I don't know what a fez means. I see the people who are in, what are they? The
shiners.
The shiners wear them.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's religious, to be honest.
I don't know either, Tim.
Well, you're complaining.
Because I complain about this movie. So they're walking around like some sort of little city or something. I guess this is in Libya. And
they come across some people praying to Mecca and they just walk through them.
Yep. Yeah, they just fucking step over there. That part's good. Is this when they meet the other group of people?
They meet Professor Anakin. That's how they pronounce it. You notice that too?
Yep. And he is a cute young girl with him.
That's right. He's a professor with a young blonde woman.
Merci.
Yep. And he also has some students who you don't really meet, but they get there. So they meet these other people. I'm not really sure. I guess they're professors, like you said, or like they're on some sort of like school sabbatical. And they hear about Kurt. And they go and see him. And he's laying on a pile of straw.
Well, a man says, "Lady, there's a sick European. Will you come see him?" And the kids are like, "Can we come? Can we come see this?" So I had a list.
See a sick European. Oh, okay. Sorry, Tim.
Why did those French kids want to go see the sick European?
Why?
These French kids feel that maybe they can give him a cigarette to make him feel better. They're going to fail their college exam, so they want to say it's because a sick European ate their homework or at least vomited on it. And these French kids want to see what kind of cigarettes the doctors are smoking.
Excusez-moi, madame.
Okay. I do want to mention, and I don't want to criticize you, but I don't remember there being a lot of smoking in this movie per se.
I'm just making fun of them for being French, okay?
Okay.
I was in a hospital in France once, and all the doctors were smoking.
Okay. I'm pretty sure they're not even French, but yeah, anyway.
Ooh, they are French.
Parlez-vous anglais?
So they go see Kurt. Yeah, he's sick.
He's sick. They ask him, like, he somehow recognizes this is the guy who killed his father. I don't know how.
I don't even know he ever knew that. I was waiting for this to happen.
He's asking him, "How do you find the Oasis? How do you find the Oasis?"
Yeah. Well,
remember?
I don't remember this.
And
this
he
is
dies.
when I fell asleep.
Yeah. So somehow,
who sings that song, The Oasis?
Sing a little bit.
You don't know that song, The Oasis?
No. This is bad listening.
There's an old song. The Oasis, la la. I don't know. Never mind. Cut this out. So Kurt walks around. He's chewing this scenery, groaning. And he's walking around the sidewalk, and then he finds a pile of hay, and he falls on it and dies.
Yep. And he dies. And that's when Roberts shake him like, "Where's the Oasis?" And he doesn't answer.
You think the director said, "Hey, can you fall down the steps like the Jerry Lewis?" And he's like, "No, I will fall on this haystack." It's very funny. It's just he found a haystack.
I love how this movie, which really doesn't feel that French, you were making it sound like people are doing the same thing. It's the Frenchest thing in the world. It doesn't feel French at all. There's no smoking. There's no pratfalls. There's no French accents.
Pardon.
The characters are explicitly like English and or German.
Spanish.
I think the kids are Spanish. That's what I keep saying. Yeah. Or Italian. I don't know.
They set him on fire. I don't know how they know to do that.
Yeah, because he's dead.
But why did they burn him? Because of zombies.
I feel like the village people know to burn him.
Yeah, like he met the zombies. We need to burn him. They know about the zombies all this time?
I think they keep saying it's haunted. They haven't said they're zombies yet. So they burn him, and then they go back to his camp and they find the dead bodies of the other people, and they dig a grave for him. But that's how they find the Oasis. Okay. And in the Oasis,
don't skip the fact this is not a big part of the plot. But I want to mention that one kid is swimming like with the blonde woman. He's like, they fall in love.
I was just trying to get to that.
I thought this happened first.
No, the guy who is the friend. No, this is right after they burn him and they dig the graves, and then afterwards they go off. And the kid who kind of looks like a young Mick Jagger from Robert's group hooks up with the young blonde girl from the Professor Anakin's group.
They're swimming.
And they make out.
She's topless. It's very French, and they smoke cigarettes.
Yes, they smoke. And they become mimes. Is that yeah?
She
says,
"Do
pull
you like the Jerry
baguettes
Lewis?"
out. Yeah. You're being such a bad American.
Sorry, I love the French. But there's nothing. This movie has nothing.
Yeah, because I know more stuff happens, but I skip along to the end.
Robert
of my notes
meets
here.
the Sheik and finds out that the Sheik is his like grandfather, I guess.
Oh,
right?
You're right. Yes.
The Sheik is like, your dad was a good man.
And he looks at him and goes, "What happened to you?" We know the Sheik. This is hilarious. Like Robert's like what 20 years old, and like to show that the Sheik is older now, he just has a funny mustache.
I didn't notice that.
It's the only way he looks
some
different.
white in his hair.
Yeah. No, they don't even see his hair because he's got the hood on. Just has a big stupid mustache.
Hey George, there's a lot of sand dunes in this movie.
They sure are, Tim.
So I'm gonna do you a favor this week, and in this right here before the end,
Star Wars.
I'm gonna say, how is this movie like Dune?
Oh, not Star Wars. Okay, how?
In both Dune and this movie,
There's sandworms.
Everyone has sand in their shoes.
Mm-hmm.
In both cases, the book was better.
Okay. Oh, it's a list.
Yeah.
Okay.
There was plans to make a sequel
Tim,
to both of these.
What book is this based on, Tim?
Oasis of the Zombies.
Oh, God, that was a book.
French
my
book.
lord.
And the third reason, there was plans to make sequels to both of these movies. I'm talking about the 1984 movie Dune, but they were prevented by the great sand shortage of 1985.
Oh, I remember those days well, Tim. Yep.
They needed sand for the new Lucy show. She had a big Pratt
Lucille
fall to
Ball.
do.
People loved the Lucille Ball jokes. Remember, we had a sandbox in my backyard. We had to close it. We had to close it that grim summer.
You did.
Yep, I had to fill it with coffee grinds.
Where did the cats poop after that?
My mouth. All right.
Good stuff. Now you're sanding.
Yeah. I got nothing till the end. Is there anything else you want to add? Should we skip
I
to
wrote
the end?
down we see that same skull. Every chance they get to show that damn skull. Because
now they're exploring the Oasis now.
Let me see. Men talk about Walking Dead. I noticed the one female student wore cowboy boots to the desert. That is very French. It's very French, George.
Yes. Nothing says French like
they
American
do get
West
attacked by
cowboys.
zombies and survive. Some of them survive, like the young blonde girl. She's all bitten up. Right.
So they
have one
encounter
attack.
Professor Anakin and his group have been attacked by zombies, but only Professor Anakin, who is wounded, and the blonde girl who has little bite marks all over her body survive.
Bonjour.
Because then they're digging for the gold.
Yes.
Oh, sorry. And one guy finds an empty gas tank, and they make fun of him.
Yeah, that's the nerdy guy.
And then he finds a lunchbox. They're like, no. Then he finds some cat turds. Like, no.
Yeah. Then he puts them in your mouth.
Then he finds some buried ET games. They're like, no. Those are not worth $6 million. By the way, these kids are all like, $6 million. Let's skip school and dig it up. That was their other reason.
Yeah, I mean, really, it's probably a better move for your future.
It is.
Yeah.
So some of these kids, the kid with the fez, I think he sees zombies.
He sees the zombie first, and again, it's heralded the same way it was in the beginning, where we hear pig noises.
Yeah.
And we see something messing around in the fronds. And now, like, the zombies just popping up out of the sand left and right. And it's really hilarious because, like who's burying these zombies here?
Right. They
And,
bury
like, they're
themselves.
just, like, zombies, like, hands reaching out and grabbing people. And so it's the remnants. It's, like, the 4 college kids and then the remnants of Professor Anakin and his group, which is basically Professor Anakin and the blonde girl. And
they say, one of the students says, I heard this, let's make Molotov cocktails like we do in school.
Yeah, that was a
Did you
weird
not
line,
hear
isn't
that?
it? I did hear that.
Why did they make Molotov cocktails in school, George? In their French school.
I was about to
In
say,
their French
you
school.
probably got a French joke for that, right?
And they have a saying in their French school: it's either Molotov cocktails or a guillotine. Huh? You know that old French motto: if there are no baguettes, there will be Molotov cocktails.
Oh my God, you really did get a baguette joke. This is so hack. I love it. Like you're being such like, why don't you work in a beret and a striped shirt while you're at it? We're set.
Well, French kids wearing berets are always lighting their cigarettes with Molotov cocktails.
All right. Okay.
And they often practice throwing them at roving bands of mimes.
Well, yep, you got every
I got
French stereotype
everything.
in there.
Merci.
That was pretty good.
Okay. Sorry, French people that listen to the show.
They don't anymore.
So Erica, yeah,
Yeah. Erica, who's she?
that's her name. The professor's daughter, her name's Erica. I have it written down here now.
Oh, okay. She's his daughter. I never put that together.
Yep. She
okay.
gets bitten. The kid who loves her saves her. If you remember that. Because
Yep.
they build a ring of fire,
Yeah, this was really funny.
and you can't see what's happening anymore.
No,
'Cause it's
and
smoke.
well, I read this whole thing how like while they were filming this,
I read it too.
they wanted it to be a big, huge ring of fire, and they couldn't get it big, so they're like, well, actually, it stays small to enhance that it's actually magic.
Right. There's
So
never
the-
any
the-
magic in this movie.
Up until this, I mean, I guess the zombies coming to life, maybe. So the zombies are kept at bay by like a rather pathetic little ring of fire around the 6 survivors. But then they don't at some point.
Maybe it was clove cigarettes. I don't know.
Maybe it's closed cigarettes. Maybe. The Fez guy dies.
Pretty much
And
everybody
the
dies
blind-
except Robert and his girlfriend.
Yep. Yeah, they all die except for the main guy, Robert, and his girlfriend.
They set all the zombies on fire. Is that what happens?
No, remember? It's really weird. They're holding fire up to their face, and by their face, it's like it looks like it's 10 feet away. But then it's sunrise.
Yeah.
Even though ask me beforehand, it was always sun. But
Yes.
then it says, "Oh, it's sunrise," and the zombies just disappear.
True.
And then Robert falls over unconscious. And I don't think we ever see his girlfriend again, but she did presumably survive.
Because somebody asks him, "Are you okay?" And he goes, "Yes, I've finally found myself, or found what I'm
No,
looking for."
this ties into my list. May I do it?
Okay, go ahead.
So he collapses in the desert, and the sheik comes, his grandfather,
That's right.
and he picks him up and he goes, "Did you find what you were looking for?"
Right.
And my final list, Tim, this is how he answered. All right?
Okay.
Option ways he could have answered. Number 1, do you see $6 million in gold, you dumb asshole?
Yes.
There's one answer. Number 2, he says, no. Oh, wait. And he reaches in his pocket, pulls out his middle finger, and goes, fuck you dumb asshole. Number 3, he says, I was wondering why I grow such a shitty mustache, and then I found out I inherited from my dumb asshole grandfather. And then the fourth and final reason
fourth one.
answered, like, how did he answer? He sings, I still haven't found
I knew it was
what
coming.
I'm looking for, you dumb asshole. And the end.
But what did he really say? He said, "It's okay. I found what I was looking for." Isn't that what he says?
No, I actually don't know.
I believe that's what he says.
Tim, he was pretty clearly looking for $6 million.
Yes.
So the answer is no, he did not. He did not.
He said, I wrote it. He said, mainly I found myself. And it ends. That was the end. That's how it
I
ended.
think you're right.
Yep.
And that really sucks.
It really sucked.
This movie really
It's a bad
sucked. Like
movie.
this was a bad movie.
I'm glad we talked about Lucy.
Now we have the part of the show where Tim and George talk about how this movie is like Star Wars and Labyrinth.
I like Star Wars.
Yay.
It's pretty simple. That Jeep
All right.
that Kurt took out to the desert, it didn't run very well.
It did
because
not.
the desert people who sold it to him,
The Sand People?
yeah, they sold
the
him.
Jawas, I guess
They
Jawas.
sold him a Jeep with a busted radiator and a bad R2 unit in the engine,
Or a bad motivator, as they actually say.
or a bad motivator in the engine.
If you had actually ever seen Star Wars, you know that.
I wanted to get R2 in
Uncle
there.
Owen, this R2 unit has a bad motivator.
Hey,
What
we
sort of
trying
crap
to
you
rip
trying
us
to
off
sell
here?
to us?
I think this R2
And-
unit works very well. you'll find.
In order to counter Tim's insistence on bringing up Star Wars, a film he's evidently never seen every single week, I like to say how this movie is like Labyrinth. And Tim, it's just not like Labyrinth. It's not at all. They're completely dissimilar.
This movie smells bad.
I've used that one, though.
Bad. You've never said this whole movie smells bad.
Okay, the whole movie smells bad. There.
Don't think you've said that.
This movie was so boring that even though my retention of it was really weak, and normally I go back and watch the movie twice.
Ooh.
No. I would rather watch an Oasis concert than watch this again. That's how bad this movie was.
The one where the one brother goes up to the balcony and just sneers at his other brother.
That's a good one.
What are their names?
Liam and Noel, I think. Yeah. Gallagher. Liam Gallagher and Noel Gallagher.
I don't know their names. I don't know too much about them. I didn't know they hated each other so much.
I know that they hate them. I think we were talking about this recently, right? This way it came up.
They're like Thor and Loki, right? Brothers.
Yep. Except for in mythology, Thor and Loki are not brothers. All right.
Revenge.
Revenge. Yeah.
Wherever you are, wherever you're hiding, I'll find you.
Revenge. One of us will die.
I will not let sin take my place.
I'm sitting here in my underpants doing this at that podcast.
I know, and I'm upset. I get you're in
tell.
underpants. I don't know why you keep standing up and clapping your hands, though.
I'll do my story first.
Okay.
Before you do your story that involves Raiders of the Lost Ark and zombies.
Oh, no, I wouldn't sully Raiders this way.
So Robert,
wait a second. Tim, this movie was 82.
Yeah.
Raiders is 81.
Well, yeah, but he went into the desert in the last movie. What was the last movie?
Raiders of the Lost Ark takes place partially in Egypt.
Yeah.
No, this movie is inspired by Raiders of the Lost Ark in some terrible dim way. What a pile of shit. All right, go on. I'm sorry to interrupt.
You throw me the cigarette, I throw you the...
Again, a movie that actually probably has no smoking of cigarettes at all. I don't think there's any cigarettes in this movie.
Okay, young Robert, he found himself after fighting zombies. That's how the movie ended.
Oh.
So he had no need for revenge. He found himself.
In the end.
And, well, I do have something. As the 80s went on, he heard songs like The Search is Over by Survivor, and he thought, yes, the search is over. I found myself.
We can't afford Survivor. Here's chickens.
And he heard songs like It's My Life by Talk Talk.
We can't afford It's My Life. Here's this other song.
He's like, yes, it is my life, and I know what I want.
What's going to happen when he gets up to 1987's U2? I still haven't found what I'm looking for.
But then, in 1987, he heard U2's album, Joshua Tree.
What? Wait.
We can't afford to play U2. Here's some cars honking.
With this iconic song. I still haven't found what I'm looking for. And he thought, if they, the biggest band in history, if they haven't found out what they're looking for, how can I, a lowly Frenchman with my baguettes, how can I feel that I found what I was looking for? Working as a mime as I am.
Ooh la la.
So he asked himself, is this woman I saved from the soldier zombies, is she even who I love? Or are we only bonded by the horrors of witnessing zombies in the Oasis?
It is the existential crisis.
And thus their love fell apart. They got divorced. And he became disenchanted with his life in the early 90s. He abandoned his mime lifestyle, disappointing many a child.
When did he become a mime?
Early 90s, or late 80s.
George is not listening.
Did you say that and I just tuned you out?
Yeah. Okay. He became a mime, people. And then he became disenchanted with the mime. He joined a grunge band called Ted, Ed, Fred before he was kicked out for being a terrible kazoo player.
Here's some of their music.
And they renamed themselves Nirvana and went on to fame and fortune.
We can't afford Nirvana. Here's some chickens again.
Wow, bad luck for that guy.
Yep. He soon realized he no longer felt he had found himself or, in fact, anything he was looking for. He even sabotaged himself by collecting Beanie Babies, often not being able to find the missing Beanie Baby he needed to complete his collection, George. Then,
I love that, like, every time you do this, you just look for whatever happened in the year you decide to set this crap and just mention every pop culture thing.
Billy Joel, he inspired me. Like, just read history stuff.
He started
Just
to
sing
fire.
it as a song.
Mm-hmm. But then, in 1998, he heard this song by Britney Spears. You know, Baby One More Time. No, Baby One More Time. And he realized you have to keep trying. Try one more time to find what you need. So he did try again. And in 2004, he decided to create a podcast that would help other people find what they need.
Was it called Seti Bimco? Is he Tim Hamilton?
No, it was called Still Haven't Found What I'm Looking For. At least it was called that for a while until U2 sued him.
Welcome to Still Haven't Found What I'm Looking For by Robert and the Cheese Man.
But while it was on the air, it was very popular.
Starts with an age-old question.
And he was happy until one day he went to the laundromat, put his clothes in the dryer, went outside
Ooh la la.
to smoke his French cigarette and eat a baguette, only to come back and find that someone had stolen his underpants.
Sacre bleu.
And he couldn't
All
find
these
them.
underpants.
Yes. And this was
And it
during
was
the great
not the-
underwear shortage of 2004, George.
Was this including the pair he was wearing?
Yep,
or does
they
he
were
only have
gone
one
too.
Pair?
They were gone too.
Wow, sleight of hand.
But he had such a positive outlook on life. He turned his tragedy into lemonade. And he told his listeners what he was doing. Just abandon underpants. Don't wear underpants, people. It's very freeing.
Listen, people, and write letters.
And in 2005, only one person took his advice, George. Britney Spears. She was getting out of a car with no underpants, and they took a picture of her, and that was the beginning of her downfall.
Is that a thing that happened?
God
Oh,
damn
come
it.
on, George. She's famous
God
for
damn
that.
it, George. Don't you know your pop culture?
She
No, I
got
remember when
out
she-
of a
I remember
car with
she-
no underpants, and they took a picture of the poor woman.
Sacre bleu, George.
That's a famous incident.
Well, I just sacrificed my Google search rating for typing Britney Spears no underpants.
Robert felt bad that he did this, and he created a new podcast about messing up your life again. The podcast was called Whoops, I Did It Again.
Welcome to Whoops, I Did It Again with Robert and John Kelly.
And that's what it was called, at least until Britney Spears' dad sued him because he was in charge of her estate.
Mm-hmm.
And this movie has no name
Suck it,
because I guess I forgot to write one. There's a blank spot here, George, where I usually write down what the name of the movie is.
Let's try to think of it. What could we call it?
Whoops, I Did It Again.
Okay.
Or Toxic. The end. People wake up. It's time for George's story.
don't bother waking up, people. I got nothing. Tim.
Really?
Yeah, I wrote sequel, and I
Indiana
didn't put any
Jones?
notes. Let's see. So the movie picks up immediately after his grandfather asks him, "Are we playing the music?" That eats it. Okay.
Start your music, George.
His grandfather asks him, "Well, He goes, "Well, did you find what you were looking for?" And Robert thinks, and he thinks to saying, "Yeah," reaching his pocket, pulling a middle finger, and saying, "Yeah, you dumb asshole," or like $6 billion. And he just really thinks. He's like, "What did I find? What did I find?" When Tim,
He gets interrupted by chickens. I like chickens in here.
a yawning chasm opens up in the earth behind him, a deep rumbling shaking the earth. He falls backwards into it. Classic Wilhelm scream as he goes. You can find that one now,
Yes.
right? He falls. As he's falling, he passes by all the other characters in the movie. Mm-hmm. And he sees them. He goes, oh, I remember you. You were Kurt. You killed my dad. I don't know how I knew that. And there's my father. Oh, look. Hey, Dad. And there's my mother. Oh, she's naked. That's upsetting. I shouldn't be seeing this.
Oh, look away.
And he sees everyone. And when he finally lands, there is a sound like 1,000 bowling balls falling off the Empire State Building.
And chickens.
And chickens. And one goose with a Russian accent.
Okay. How did you did that
Because
tonight?
guess where he landed?
Oh, the Soviet Union?
Yeah, sure. And everyone's goose stepping around. Get it?
Stepping around, okay.
Yep.
Nazi Germany.
Yep. And he's like, all right, so I didn't find what I was looking for, but somehow I did find myself back in the USSR. And that's when you cue the Beatles music, which will put us out of business.
I can't afford it.
You have to play the whole thing. Maybe you could sing a little bit.
We can't afford beetles.
I can't afford
Here's
it.
some gooses. Here's some cars.
Then he reaches in his pocket, just like he was going to do to his grandfather, and pull out a middle finger.
Uh-huh.
Instead, he pulls out a severed middle finger.
Oh.
It's all that's left of his friend Fez.
Oh.
And,
His friend
and
Fez.
he eats it loudly.
That's his name, Fez. Just because he wore Fez, you call him Fez.
That's why he bought the Fez. His name was Fez.
His name was Fez.
It's short for Fezziwig. Yeah. And he eats the finger. It's loud and sloppy. And then he chokes on the bone because he's like a dog. He can't eat bones. And he dies in the middle of Red Square, choking on the severed finger that he ate.
I thought they were in Germany. Now they're in Red Square.
I think I said the Soviet Union.
Oh, okay.
Pay attention, Tim.
I'm confused.
Yep. You know what? I made that story up on the spur of the moment.
I can't believe it.
It was amazing.
The end.
I thought you were going to say that one of the zombies got into the tank in Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. Because remember at the end of the movie when the tank goes over the cliff, there's the dummy in the tank.
I was thinking about like a tank of like water. I'm like, no.
Oh, no, the tank we've talked about in the past where that's got the dummy and you can tell when the tank goes over.
It's great because his hands are tied to the edge.
That was one of the zombies.
I love thinking that moment. Spielberg must have been like, well, fuck. We can't do that shot again.
Nope.
Good
like
times.
this movie, they didn't do any of the shots again.
Man. Like, there was no indication of times except for they would tell us occasionally, oh, guess what? It's sunrise. I'm sorry, were we fighting at night?
Yes.
Was this meant to be night this whole time when it was blue skies?
Oh, it's exam time.
Oh.
But we're not going to do
what?
We're not going to do our exams. So students.
There's exams? Oh. Oh, I thought you were like, I thought there's like a new SETI BIMCO thing, like the SETI exam.
No, the students in this film, all of them cared nothing about school.
Man,
typical French
what
students.
school was that? What school was that? Like that they like when I was in college, Tim.
It was in Big Ben. That's what they showed us. It was the Big Ben School of clocks.
Well,
Clock
they
making.
have enough money just to pick up and like go on a expedition to Libya. Like when I was in college, I would be lucky if I had enough money to pick up and go visit my family on Long Island.
Yes.
I was poor. Like I didn't have money to go flying. Well, I guess it's closer if you're in France or Germany or Spain or England or wherever the hell this was.
Did you steal toilet
But
paper
still.
from the Pratt bathrooms?
No.
I didn't either. I didn't.
Sounds like you maybe did, Tim.
That would be a good money save for kids. I think that's why now the rolls there are the giant ones. You know, they have the giant rolls of toilet paper in public bathrooms.
That's all I remember being there when
So you
like
can't steal them
yeah.
unless you put
I
them in
remember
your
when I was in
portfolio.
the-
There's an idea. Put it in your portfolio. You put those big rolls of toilet paper. You can hide them in there.
It's a fat portfolio you got to have. When I was in my
if
freshman
kids see
year,
it, they're like, "Hey, you and your portfolio looks like you got toilet paper in there. How about I chase you?"
you're a menace today.
Call back.
Call back to what?
Chasing Riley.
Oh, Riley.
Kids.
Okay. Oh, so we just. Oh, so the whole thing was you making up a story as to why Riley was being chased, holding his
Yes.
portfolio.
Those kids wanted
Okay.
toilet paper so they could TP somebody's house.
I wonder
I don't
if I
know.
will tell Riley to listen to this episode. I think I won't. Do we get it now?
yeah. Ask him if he saw the movie. Did you go see Masters?
We saw
of
it
the
together.
Universe?
Yeah,
Did you?
We saw it together.
And I
was,
can't believe you didn't tell me. What's your how stars? 1 to 5 stars.
I would say 4.
Okay.
I saw it twice, Tim.
I mean, I don't care either way. If you liked it, it seems to have tanked in the general public.
Yeah, I was bummed. Although I understand it's still going to have a sequel, which I'm because it sets up nicely a sequel.
Do you think they filmed half the sequel or something?
No, I think from what I read, apparently because it's an Amazon film, which kind of sucks. It's Amazon. I'd rather not support them. But it did really well with a certain demographic, which is old men, basically. And they're like, we kind of need this for our streaming. So this thing is going to have a sequel already. I know, man. I will say it was real. Like, did you see that movie Dungeons and Dragons that came out a few years ago?
On TV, on HBO or whatever.
Yeah, everybody did because nobody saw that in theaters either. It reminded me very much of that, where it was just like kind of a fun adventure story with a lot of. It was almost more of a comedy than a straight action film, which was good. And like, it's campy, which it should be.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't believe I'm going to say this, but Jared Leto was actually really good as Skeletor.
Okay.
Because you can't tell it's Jared Leto at all, and you never once see his face. And like, I feel like that's how every movie of him should be.
Just like the Mandalorian, never see his face. It's not even him.
Yeah, is that true?
I'm sure sometimes it's not him. Why should he be there? Just got his face covered.
That's true.
Did you see that one?
No, I did not. Only movie I feel like Masters of the Universe was the first and last movie I've seen in theaters in like since December when I saw Silent Night, Deadly Night.
Wow, I didn't even know that came out.
No, that was an old one. It was.
Oh, you saw? Okay.
We went and saw it when it was re-released in theaters.
I think it's funny you remember that Riley saw Masters of the Universe with you, but you can't remember I was there when you saw Through the Spider-Verse.
Well, the difference being one was 2 weeks ago and the other one was 4 years ago.
But you should remember I was outraged that it's to be continued. It hasn't come out yet. I don't remember what happened in that movie. I don't remember what happened.
I remember Spider-Man did a thwip. And then Wolverine did a snicked.
Yeah.
And then Nightcrawler did a bamf.
Wolverine.
Yeah.
Come on, people. When's it coming
out? Did we get mail?
Let's see. Blasto, he wrote in. He's writing in about. He's talking about Lucy. I don't can read that.
I bet that's not true.
That's it, people. Next 2 episodes are it.
And then the end of this mercy killing.
And because I pulled rank, I'm going to pick the last movie. George is picking this next movie.
Oh, I am?
George, I sent you 2 texts. You didn't read either of them, did you?
No.
I told you that whole thing. I said,
Why
George.
should I?
George,
right, hold on. Let me look.
Picking the last movie. So
I did realize you said that, but I didn't realize it was that you're going out of order. I thought it was like
I'll cut this out, and then we'll be like, and George, what are you picking next week? Because 20 minutes later. George, what's the next movie? It's your last pick, your last movie.
All right, Tim. Now, I feel like my recent history on the show has been spotty, right? This last movie was pretty fucking awful. I don't think this is our best. But the movie I chose before this, Head of the Family, I thought was pretty fun. That was a good episode. We got some good stuff out of it. So from the same creative team of Head of the Family, I'm choosing the movie called Hideous with an exclamation point.
Hideous. Is that on Tubi?
It's on Tubi. It's Hideous with an exclamation point.
Okay.
The cat call tag, catchphrase, whatever the fuck is.
The cat call? Is that what you're trying to say?
Deformed.
What's the cat call?
Shut up. Deformed, devious, depraved. And what this got recommended to me, and what's super interesting about it is like it's got like a little guy with a big head. So I think
what they're using film from that movie.
Right, I don't know, man. So we're gonna watch Hideous. Hideous.
Same actors even? No,
it's got Jacqueline Lavelle in it too.
Oh, which one was she?
Yeah.
The one who
she was the hot blonde.
Okay,
who was naked a lot for no reason. So let's assume maybe the same thing will happen again in this movie.
I have such a big list of movies that I've accumulated. We're not going to see Bloodsucking Freaks, Carnival of Blood, Nail Gun Massacre, Joysticks, Supervan.
Yep, Superman. Wait, what?
Supervan.
Original?
Sorry.
Supervan. Oh.
Hollowgate, Night of the Cobra Women. Mm-hmm. Oh, Hell's Angels, 69, Ladies on Motorcycles.
Oh,
we're probably not going to watch any of those. So
I've never been happier to hear I'm missing a film than Hell's Angels 69.
Don't know why you don't like those movies, George, but
because they suck. Everything from the 1960s is terrible.
Why is my dog? My dog never lays at right under my feet, so it must be. I don't know what's going on.
Fireworks, probably. I have to sneeze.
If there are fireworks, she pants and.
Boo-boo!
Bishubu.
That's how I sneeze, man.
If there's fireworks, she walks around and like a cat does, will lift her paw up and like, I'm gonna knock over this glass.
And does she?
If we say, hey, don't do that. But
does she really go to knock over glasses?
Yeah, with her paw, like a cat will do. Like, I'm going to knock this over. No, it means she's upset.
I mean, I'm sorry she's upset, but I've never known dogs to interact with the environment that way. That's interesting.
It is.
They're normally such goodies.
Cats usually do that. Cats will sit on a table and like, I'm going to knock this glass off.
My cat Pinky, is she in here? No. My cat Pinky, like she's notorious for that. She just fucking knocks over shit all the time.
All right.
All right.
Gotta go because it's hot. Tune in next week for Hideous. And we're not talking about our faces because you can't see our faces.
We also are, too, if you look at us. Neither one of us is a looker. It's true.
So long. Farewell. Adieu.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Baguettes.
This has been a Pity Party Line production.
Party line, it's a party line.
I'm just staring at his action figures. It's hard to make them out from here. I'm pretty sure I see He-Man and Merlady and Fistocuffs and Lizard Toes and everybody knows Skeletor and his assistant Rancor Toes and then there's that flying one, the flying buttress, and then there's the one on the ground called Mole Sauce. Is that the name of that action figure? He's underground. And then there's the one that's above ground called Mayonnaise Sauce. Mayonnaise. He's sick all the time. He's called Malaise. And there's that little He-Man figure. He is Eddie Sorkinson.